You know, in the credit card game, everybody tries to find the highest welcome offer possible, but I just might have found a way, more of a secret way that most people aren't aware of, to get a higher welcome offer on all of these cards that I have in my hand right here. In fact, there's even some cards that I'm going to be talking about today that I do not have, but would consider this method in the future if I ever want to get that card. And P.S., you didn't hear this from me, but it's quite possible that with this method, you might actually be able to break out of Amex pop-up jail. That's right. It might be possible, no guarantees, but let's talk about it. So first and foremost, what I'm talking about today are what's called dummy bookings. So here's essentially how it works. So let's just say I wanted to get like the Delta Gold card, right? This is an American Express credit card and it could offer some really good welcome offers. Well, if I was going to find the highest welcome offer possible, what's the first thing that I'm going to do? At home, everybody probably says, go on the Amex Delta website, right? Like you can see right here for the typical personal version of the Gold Delta Sky Miles card is offering a welcome offer of 50,000 miles after spending $2,000 in the first 6 months of card membership. But there is another way to find a higher offer. In fact, just a second ago, I found a much higher offer than that in a very roundabout way. So, dummy bookings, right? So, this is the alternate method. So, try this out. Let's say that we were going to book this flight right here from Orlando to New Orleans, and we're going to do round trip December 10th to 11th, two passengers, and we are logged in. Now, make sure you are logged into some account. Hopefully, you actually have an account, or you can just make a random account that does not actually have a Delta card attached to it at this moment. As I found when you log into an account that already knows you like don't have any Delta cards at the moment, you get more offers. Doesn't mean you can't get any, but that's just what I'm doing for this example. And I'm going to intentionally not shop with miles. I'm going to just leave that off and I'm going to shop with cash at the moment. So then we're going to hit search. And you can kind of already see something a little bit. You can kind of see a little limited time offer, but this is a general thing. It's not necessarily specific to you. But check this out, right? So now we have some flights here, and let's say we just want to book, let's call it Comfort Plus. So we're just going to hit continue. It doesn't actually matter what you're booking here, but just book something like you're a high baller. So Comfort Plus, even do first class, but we'll do Comfort Plus just because that's what I'm comfortable with. And you could see right here, actually, I just realized it signed me out for some reason, and I still got this offer. Bam, you could see right here that the same exact card that we just saw earlier, right? The same card that had an introductory offer of 50,000 miles for 2K spend is now, in just by doing this, little dummy booking, offering $500 statement credit and the same 50,000 miles. You get an extra $500 on top of it. And the only difference really is you just have to spend an extra $1,000 in 6 months, which for most people is very negligible. So right off the bat, that is just an absolutely amazing offer. Now, also check this out because I'm going to do this one more time, but this time we're hopefully we are going to stay logged in this time because I actually saw an other offer earlier that also was pretty powerful. And we got the same $500 and 50,000 miles. Because earlier I saw, I'll leave a screenshot on the screen, but I saw an offer for the Delta Gold business card, which was, I think it was 60,000 miles and a $450 statement credit right there, which is also pretty freaking awesome considering the typical Delta business offer is just 60,000 miles for 4K spend. So it's literally like $400+ more value than the standard offer. So that is just one example. And you can see right off the bat that we came in a little bit hot. And there is a reason for that because, well, while it is a great offer, and quite literally, we found something that was 40 to maybe 50% more than just the standard public offer just by doing like a couple few clicks and doing a dummy booking. The other cards that we're going to talk about on the list, like the World of Hyatt card, Amex Golds, the Hilton cards, some of them might be a little bit better. Some of them might be on par. Some people might even argue that the offers are less, but I want to showcase it with you guys today because you never know if you just keep checking out, month after month, week after week, if you can see there might be better offers in your portal because I've certainly seen better offers, but just to give you that caveat right off the bat. Okay, so now let's look at Hilton. Let's see what Hilton has to offer doing this dummy booking method. All right, so let's see. So maybe we want to go to Washington, D.C. And again, we're not booking with points. We want to see the cash price. So let's look right here. Okay, let's say we want to stay at the Waldorf Astoria in D.C., much like I did last year. So we're going to click on this hotel. And we'll just click one of the cheapest ones they have here. So let's see, more rates. Let's do Hilton Honors discount, $629 a night. We're going to hit continue to payment. And so far we have nothing, but if we sign in, Bam, we could see not the greatest offer. You could see right here, it's just 65,000 Hilton Honors points and an additional $100 statement credit towards this hotel. Which, if we're comparing it to what you can find just with a quick Google search on the Amex Hilton website, then you could see that's exact same card is 100,000 Hilton Honors points for just $2,000 worth of spend. So the same amount of spend, but if you do value that $100 statement credit, like the point 0.5 that most people do, then you're really missing out on maybe 15,000 Hilton Honors points by taking that dummy booking offer versus just the online public offer. And so, if worst came to worst, remember I said something earlier. Remember I said something about pop up jail. Well, here is technically the way that some people have avoided pop up jail whenever they've been hit with that. For those in the back who are still unfamiliar about what Amex pop up jail is, essentially when you go for a credit card with American Express, right before you actually are able to submit your application, you'll get a little pop up window like this that says, based on your history, et cetera, you're not eligible to receive the welcome offer on this credit card. So if you are to hit continue and submit, you will accept the card, but not accept the welcome offer. So you definitely don't want to do that unless you like absolutely need the card, but I don't think anybody needs a card that bad to actually forego the welcome offer. So in this case, you would hit cancel application, no harm, no foul. But what some people have done, and one person that kind of blew this method a little bit out of the water here, which was Chase Yokoyama. He talked about a year ago how he got out of Amex pop-up jail with his Amex Marriott Bonvoy card. And essentially what he did was, instead of going through this typical American Express website to apply for your Hilton Honest card and getting pop-up jailed, he went on the actual website itself, in his case Marriott, but in our case Hilton. And if you select credit cards right here, you can see the same exact welcome offers on the Amex website, but now on the Hilton website. And maybe we want to click on this one. And instead, you're applying through the Hilton's website. And what people have seen by doing it this way is not always, right? It's not guaranteed, but some people applying through this way have been able to bypass pop-up jail and actually get their welcome offers. Now, of course, like anything, it could happen, it could work, it could not work. There's a million different data points on this, but I'm just letting you know that through this option, through all these dummy bookings, that is a way to possibly bypass pop-up jail, but that's not the main point of this video. The main point is to get higher welcome offers. Which, speaking of the next credit card, I'm going to try to get a welcome offer on is the World of Hyatt credit card. Currently, as it stands, the World of Hyatt credit card just reverted back to its, typical normal welcome offer of 30,000 points after spending 3K in the first 3 months, and then you get an additional 30,000 points if you spend another $15,000 in the card in the first 6 months of opening the card. So most people are only really doing that first tier. I know for me and my wife's sake, we did a little bit over, but a lot of people are just looking at that 30K for 3K spend. That's the main thing. Okay, so let's see if we can get a dummy booking to actually beat that. So let's start from here. Let's say we want to go to one of my favorite hotels that we've ever done, which was the Thompson Savannah in Savannah, Georgia. We're going to hit view rates. And then here it's going to ask you to sign in and book. So that's what we'll do. And bam, you can see right here, we actually got another offer. So in this case, let's see what the offer is. So this case, it says earn up to $300 in Hyatt credit plus 10,000 bonus points. So right off the bat, we're kind of looking at both offers here and we're like, okay, so it's 3K for 30K. But if I do it this way, I'm getting 10,000 points. So basically 20,000 points less, but we're getting a $300 Hyatt statement credit. And I guess on the surface, if you were to, attribute maybe 1 cent per point value to your Hyatt points, this is almost like getting 40,000 Hyatt points. But as a lot of people will tell you, myself included, Hyatt points are typically worth a bit more than that. Most people would say 2 cents per point. So really, this 300 in Hyatt credit might only be worth like $150 when factoring in value of points, etc. So really, you're almost like losing 5,000 Hyatt points by taking this offer. So really, in my mind, I mean, would I take this offer? Not really. No, I think I would prefer the standard 30,000 points for the same 3K spend versus the, 10,000 points and $300 cash. Some people might value it more. I don't personally, but I have also seen in the past where this was higher. I think I've also seen in the past where this was 400, maybe even slightly higher, but I think I've seen 400 and maybe 10,000 points, something like that. So it can actually be, in fact, higher. But again, something to know nonetheless that this is possible and it's out there, and to check, every now and again to see if you can get a better offer. And of course, now we're all just hoping for the 5 nights that the World of Hyatt card recently, which unfortunately is no longer available. But whoever ended up getting those 5 free nights, Heck yeah, you definitely you made out like a bandit for sure. Next, let's see Marriott. Let's check out Marriott. Let's see what they'll offer us if we go through the same kind of system. So, say we want to go to New York and say I want to stay at the St. Regis because this one has a butler service, and that's all I really want in life. I just want a butler service, right? So I'm gonna hit continue, and we can see right here butler service, guest room, one king. It looks like it's infinite amount of money per night, so that's pretty good, right? I love infinite amount of money. I definitely have that amount. And we're gonna see what they offer us here. So let's see. So it looks like, yeah, bam. Okay, we got another offer. So let's see what card they gave us. So they gave us the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless. You can see right here. They're offering an e-gift card of $300 that can be used at the time of this booking. And on top of that, you'll also earn 75,000 points. Interesting. Let's see what the public offer is on the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless card currently. So right now, oh, I guess they're running a limited time offer, so maybe not the best time to compare this. Let's see. So 125,000 points for $5,000 worth of spend in the first 3 months. Okay, cool. So in this case, since Marriott points are typically worth like point 0.7, some people say point 0.8, maybe even 1 cent per point, depending if you're abroad or whatnot. So if we just went even and say Marriott points are worth way more than most people say, then that 300 is kind of worth 30,000 points. So like 105,000 points for something that you can get right now for 125,000 points. So you're kind of foregoing about 20,000 points by taking this offer versus the public offer. But not so fast because I just found something. If you hit apply now, here's something that's pretty interesting that I think most people would overlook. So it does say the same thing, right? 300 gift card, 75,000 points, but it's only after $3,000 in the first 3 months of spend. And what is the public offer right now? $5,000. So you actually can spend $2,000 less and get just maybe 20,000 less points, which in my mind actually might be worth it. It actually might be a better offer to go with $2,000 worth of less spend versus $2,000 more worth of spend just to get an additional, 20,000 points from the 105 on the special offer to the 125 on the public offer. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is $2,000 worth it to spend extra just for 20,000 Marriott points? I don't think so. So I would consider this a win. I would consider that if I saw this on a checkout page and it all made sense, I probably would opt into this Merit Bonvoy Boundless offer versus the public one. But what do you guys say down below? And last but not least, just the typical, Amex Gold, the Amex Platinum cards, these types of cards. Is it possible to actually get higher welcome offers on these specific cards? Well, let's see. So the main thing is you can look at the typical offers, right? Like if you go on Amex and type in Amex Gold, okay, I could see right here 75,000 points after spending $6,000 in the first 6 months. Okay, decent offer plus 20% statement credits. Okay, cool. Then if we look at the Amex Platinum card, okay, currently it says just $8,000 worth of spend in the first 6 months and you get 80,000 points. So let's see if we could beat both of those offers. And the way that some people can actually do it is just by typing in Amex Gold or Amex Platinum Resy, and you'll get some results right here. What I've done is I just click this link right here to Resy, and then I'll go up to the top here that says exclusive US offers from Amex, and then it'll give me all these different cards. So, oh, okay. So interesting. So if we look right here, we have the Amex Gold card right here. So earn 75,000 points, which was the same as the offer right here. And then it said 20% statement credit up to $100 back. But if you look right here, this is 20%, but up to $250 back, literally $150 more just because you decided to go with the Resi offer versus just taking the standard offer for gospel. And I understand if you just keep going through, they do like different types of windows and all these different things, check a million different times, checking referral links. Yeah, you can get a 90K or 100K on the Amex Gold. But if you're somebody that's like, oh, I got to get it today, I mean, Resi looks like your best offer right now, right? Like this looks like much higher, or at least $150 higher than the standard public offer. That's pretty cool. And then what did we see for the Amex Platinum card? We saw 80K for 8K spend. Well, the Resi offer actually also beats that by a wide margin. You can see right here, you can get a Platinum card right now for 100,000 points, so 20,000 more after just 8,000 spend, so the same spend. But you also get a 10x multiplier on restaurants on up to $25,000 in spend in the first 6 months. So, I mean, theoretically, if you were able to max out that 25,000 spend on restaurants in 6 months, I don't know why you would, but if you're able to, that's an additional 250,000 membership reward points to this offer. And if you were just going to be a normal person and spend maybe, I don't know, in the first 6 months, maybe you only spent $1,000 on eating out, that's an additional 10,000 points. So like 110K. Whereas the standard public offer is just 80K. So 30K more points just for looking around and trying to find something a little bit better. And of course, same exact thing. If you keep looking around or use referral links, sometimes you can get as high as 175,000 points on the platinum card. But again, if you're in a rush, if you can maximize these 10x, more power to you. And maybe that's more worth it to you. And the last thing is to just kind of remember, like, okay, if you're going to be doing like these dummy bookings or Resy and all these different things to find higher welcome offers, that also means that you're not going to be using a referral link. And if you were somebody who has like a player two and you want to bounce referral links back and forth, you also have to factor in the referral bonus you would be getting from that person. Like if I'm going to, give someone my Amex Gold card link, what is that? 10,000 membership award points. So that also factors into the math, but just something to consider nonetheless. If you don't have a friend, you don't want to use a referral link because you think they're evil or you think they're tracking you, and you just want to find a better welcome offer, hey, I think dummy bookings are a great way to do it, and especially for the Delta cards. I mean, an extra $500 on top of the public welcome offer, that's pretty powerful. So definitely let me know down below. Try out your own credit cards or programs, hotels, airlines, all these different things. Try them out down below and let me know if you could find a dummy booking offer that's higher than the standard public offer. I would love to know to keep this updated over time. And of course, if you do want to check out referral links for whatever reason, and you found value in this and you like Anthony Venture, check out the referral links at the top left-hand corner of your screen. Scan the QR codes. If it's a high one, cool, go for it. If it's not, use Resy, use the dummy bookings. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I totally understand. But if you do, I appreciate you. But as always, thank you guys for being here early to the end. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Get those dummy bookings, baby. Yeah. Ridiculous. Canceled.